the Inokim OXO. Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're gonna look at the Inokim OXO Electric Scooter. This is how the scooter comes in when it's delivered. It's packaged well with a double box and a lot of foam protecting it inside. There's minimal assembly required and you can be up and running in no time. Inside you get the user manual, toolkit, charger, rear fender, scooter bag, and suspension adapters. Just to highlight the assembly process, basically you have to unfold and lock the stem into place, attach the handlebars and the rear fenders, and adjust the angles of the display and brake levers if needed. Going over some specs, this is made of aviation aluminum alloy, 1000 watt brushless gearless motor in the front and 1000 watt in the rear, 56 volt 20 amp hour battery, 3 hours of charge will give you 70% and it takes 13.5 hours to fully charge, 68 mile range, 40.3 miles per hour top speed, and it has 3 riding modes, LCD display, 10-inch pneumatic tires, front and rear hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear integrated deck lights, front and rear suspensions. It weighs in at 74 pounds and has a max load of 265 pounds, and it's IPX4 water resistant. A walkthrough around the scooter, you'll see that the front has the front tension adjustment, the folding lever, 10-inch pneumatic tires, hydraulic disc brakes, front light, and front suspension. Towards the middle and the back, you have the kickstand, battery, rear suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and rear fender. On the other side, you can see the 1000 watt rear motor and rear light. Moving towards the middle, you can see the front light, charging port, and then the 1000 watt front motor. Looking at the handlebar area, you have the brake levers, single dual motor mode button, the hook, LCD display and controls, and thumb throttle. So powering up the scooter, you have the display on the right side here. It's a fairly small display. Pressing the power button, you can see here turning on, and then pressing the plus and minus button will increase and decrease the speed setting. So there's 3 modes. So right now it's on mode 3, and then mode 2, mode 1, and again you can increase it by pressing the plus button. Pressing the power button again will cycle through the odometer, trip, and then you have the voltage. Holding the plus button for a few seconds will activate the lights. So you can see here the display is backlit, and then you have the front lights. It's right below the deck. There's 2 lights, and then on the rear you have one light on the right side, and it also will flash when you hit the brakes. And then on the left side you have a button here. This will switch you from single motor to dual motor mode. Now folding and unfolding the scooter is fairly easy. On the front here you have the locking mechanisms. Basically you want to first loosen this strap. This is like a safety strap. It's like a silicone rubber safety strap. Once you have that loosened, you have a knob here in the front, a bolt that you just want to loosen a little bit, and then you can pull on the lever down. So once you pull the lever down, the stem will go down, and then you have a notch here that will hook into place in the back here. Like so. So now it's knocked into place in the back. It is a little bit heavy, you know, but you can easily transport it. And then unfolding it is just a reverse operation. Just unhook it from the back and then screw everything back together and put the safety strap back on. I also want to note that Inokim also has some helmets. They provided me with a helmet, so I'll be wearing this during my review. Now I'll show the scooter in use. I'll test it out on rough terrain, show the different speed modes, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, then give my thoughts. Now I'm going to do the rough terrain test. The scooter does have front and rear suspensions. I'm going to take it down this trail. It's pretty bumpy and there's some gravel. So yeah, let's see how it does. Here we go. All right, so far so good. It seems to be absorbing a lot of the bumps. You know, there's a good bounce to the board. Handling the gravel with no problems. All right, handled that with ease. Now I'm gonna do the speed test. This has 3 modes, mode 1, mode 2, and mode 3. I'm gonna start off with the single motor mode first and then cycle through mode 1, mode 2, and mode 3 and see how fast they go. After that, we'll go into the dual motor. All right, so single motor, mode 1 right now. Here we go. So nice gradual acceleration there. We're up to 8 miles per hour. 9. All right, looks like we're topping off at 10. Moving to 2. All right, you can feel the pickup now. At about 20. 20 miles per hour on mode 2. Mode 3. We're at 25, 26. So it looks like 28 miles per hour on mode 3. Okay, with the single motor on mode 3, we hit 28 miles per hour. Now I'm going to do the dual motor mode. So I'll just press this button down here. And then we'll start off with this mode 1. Let's see how fast it can go. Here we go. All right, you feel the wheels peeling out a bit there. We're at 14 miles per hour. Going to mode 2. All right, yeah, you can feel the torque there. We're at 26, 27, 28. Going to mode 3. We're at 35, 36, 38. All right, slowing it down a bit. All right, so we hit 38 miles per hour on mode 3 with dual motor. Okay, so I'm gonna run it back. I'm just gonna keep it on mode 3 here. You know, there were a little bit of cars there, so I had to slow it down a bit. Let's see, you know, if we can go past 38 miles per hour or if it tops off at 38 miles per hour. All right, mode 3 with the dual motor mode. Here we go. All right, we're at 27, 30, 35, 38, and 40. 40 miles per hour, slowing it down. Now I'll test out the brakes. I'll take it to about 25 miles per hour, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes and you can use the parking lines as reference. All right, now I'm gonna do the uphill test. This road has a nice steady incline throughout. I'm gonna keep it on the dual motor mode. We saw that we hit 40 miles per hour. I'm not gonna go 40 miles per hour up this hill, but I think it could definitely power through this and maintain the speed with no speed loss. So, okay, dual motor mode. I'm gonna keep it on mode 3. Here we go. All right, feel the wheels peeling out there a little bit. All right, lots of power here. We're beginning to climb at roughly 30 miles per hour. Yeah, handling it with ease. 32 miles per hour, 33. We're just gaining speed throughout. I'm just gonna let it glide here through the turn. Yeah, lots of power, no problems going uphill. And it feels very stable, the steering. So with the uphill test, we began the climb at about 30 to 32 miles per hour, and then it just powered through, and it even gained some speed. So definitely lots of power, handled it with ease. Now we're just gonna do the downhill test. I'll probably have to slow it down midway there as we approach that turn, but let's see how it handles. Here we go. And I'm gonna keep it on dual motor. Little bit of tire spin there. We're at 25, 29, just gonna let it glide here. All right, 26, 28, very smooth ride. The stem feels real stable along with the handlebars, no rattles, no vibrations. The board does have a little bounce to it, so it absorbs a lot of the bumps. Hitting the brakes here. Here are my thoughts on the scooter. Assembly is straightforward and you can be up and running in no time. The user manual walks you through the process. It feels solid and there's good weight to it, coming in at about 74 pounds. It has a wide deck and plenty of room for you to stand comfortably. Tires have a good tread pattern as well. It's fairly easy to fold and the handlebars have a good length to it. The steering felt stable and the stem was stiff. There were no rattles or vibrations. Cable management is decent, but I would have liked to have seen the cables a bit more tighter on the side or hidden. Front and rear lights on the deck are nice to have along with the rear fender, and the paint is sharp, it really sticks out. It has plenty of power with its two 1000 watt motors. It was able to conquer the inclines with no speed loss, and it had plenty left to spare. Having the option to switch from single to dual mode is great, so you can adjust the power depending on the terrain or your comfort level. The tires do spin out a bit when accelerating, especially when in dual motor. Rough surfaces was not a problem. The front and rear suspensions absorb the bumps and there's a bit of bounce on the deck. In the speed test, I was able to hit the advertised speed of 40 miles per hour, and this has a range of 68 miles. This will depend on the speed mode, weight, and environment that you're in. The brakes were strong and grabbed on quick, and it came to a complete stop with no issues. The display is simple and easy to navigate, but it is a bit small. Which brings me to my next points. I would have liked to have seen a better locking mechanism, maybe a single lever with a safety lock, rather than having the bolt, lever, and the rubber band set up. A larger display along with an integrated electronic horn would have been better as well, and a front light that's on the stem, not on the lower part of the deck. Overall, I feel the scooter performed well. Tremendous power and it has a smooth ride. So that is my review of the Inokim OXO Electric Scooter. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.